Karmelo Anthony bail reduced, house arrest. White folks upset we exercise our right. Quick video. I want to get to it. I want to give all the honor, glory, and praises to the Most High YAHAWAH and His only begotten Son YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Single honors to the elect. Peace and blessings to the 1/3 and to the confusion, the faces in the four corners of the earth. Because there's no such thing as a black Hebrew Israelites when the transatlantic slave trade had us spread all over the world. So anyhow, this is an article from the Shaoli. Why would the judge do that? Social media explodes as Karmelo Anthony's bond is reduced to $250K, released to house arrest. And the reason why I'm bringing this out, because you have to look at the situation itself. Regardless of the races, look at the situation itself. It's called self-defense. But in self-defense, if someone's life is taken, it becomes more in-depth than just self-defense. But look at the situations dealing with, what's his name? Zimmerman. Remember Trayvon Martin and Zimmerman? He pursued the boy and then shot him. All he had was some Skittles, or like an Arizona iced tea or something like that. Then you look at Kyle Rittenhouse. People said that he was literally pointing his gun inside people's cars. He came from a different state or different city to pretty much incite riots. And then the people who were chasing him, because like, yo, you can't be he shot them. As he shot them, he's running towards the police with his gun, and the police run past him to help him. But they say that's self-defense. Daniel Patty, right? Military vet, skilled in hand-to-hand combat. A man on a train just yelling. People know him. Gets behind him, put him in a chokehold and kill him. They claim that was self-defense. Now you have it here. Oh, by the way, all those men will be considered like Caucasian or not Israelites, not Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. So all those men got off. So Zimmerman got off. Kyle Rittenhouse got off. Daniel Patty got off. They said it was self-defense, despite the fact they were the aggressors. Okay, I digress. Karmelo Anthony. People say you can't be in this location, you can't be in this tent, yada, 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 yada. Well, here is the whole crooks and nannies of it all. Karmelo Anthony actually was participating in track and field events, right? The other individual, forgive me, y'all. I had Austin Metcalf, Austin Metcalf, him and his twin brother, they wasn't even participating that day. So when you know that, you hear that, it's like, then why were they telling him he can't sit there? You see what I'm saying? This kind of got that roles apart. You can't sit here in this seat kind of vibe. And y'all not even participating in the events, right? But people want to say, why is he walking around with a knife? Are you not going to question why are those two individuals there at the track meet, not participating, but trying to tell somebody else who is participating where they can and cannot sit? Then in addition, more detail comes out. It was raining that day, so he just took refuge under a tent. And in track and field, let's say someone's running a 4x1, right? And they're an away team, you know, and let's say your high school is housing the track meet, and one of the players get hurt, and literally their tent is directly across the field. You really think the other teams are not going to let that injured player under their tent? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's raining. He just took some refuge and it was cool. But they escalated it. Because the thing is, people don't even know. Austin Metcalf and his brother, they always used to bully him in a sense. And they're way bigger than him. If you ever look at the comparison, they're way bigger than him. So why do you think a young man like Karmelo Anthony, because listen, I don't think y'all heard nothing bad about Karmelo Anthony. They say Karmelo Anthony is actually an A student. I think he was they say he's an A student. He's the team leader of his basketball, I think, and track team. And I think he also held down 2 jobs. So one, now they can't smear it. Now they can't smear his character. So it's all about why he had a knife. They can't smear his character. Mother and father's there. Now, when you go to the other side of the coin, Anthony Metcalf, rap sheet of his father. I think he said his rap sheet, his father on his record for shaking a 2-year-old child or something like that. These are violent people. So I think it was already said to defend yourself, son. And that's exactly what he did. And get some unruly characters. But the reason why I'm bringing this out is because of the response that he got. Because he had a $1 million bond. Because you hold somebody with $1 million bond for self-defense, that's ludicrous. So the defense attorney was like, this wasn't premeditated murder. This is pretty much self-defense. He should not be at a $1 million bond. They reduced it and he got out. And I would listen to Tariq Nasheed, and he be making some great points. And something he said was that there was a time when they can lock us up and we could not get out. Why? Because we did not have the funding. Now, we get locked up. We exercise our rights. We understand the law. We do everything that Esau does and get bailed out, and people are complaining. Because it's like, no. There's no right for thee, only right for me. And it's funny how Tariq Nasheed be calling the Mayo militia, because they're upset that we're being equal to them in a sense of a system that was created for them. That's what's upsetting. How dare you defend yourself? That's pretty much what they're trying to say. So Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1 through 2. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. We are a nation not desired, y'all. Like I say, a student, the captain, that's the word. I think he's the captain of the basketball and the track and field. Hold down 2 jobs, stay out of trouble, not a bad kid. But because he took the life of an Edomite who was provoking him, the world is upset. Not the world, the Edomites are upset. Crazy, ain't it? Let's go a little bit to this article. As the wheels of justice turn, Anthony's legal team of defense attorneys Billy Clark and Kim Cole seem to be doing their jobs. And latest developments, the 17-year-old charged with first-degree murder in the fatal stabbing of a teen at a Fresco track meet earlier this month has had his bond reduced and will be released to house arrest following a judge's ruling Monday. So they say it's been reduced to $250K. He gonna be required to wear ankle monitor. He got to stay to his parents' house. So check this out. Look at how the media try to spew this. Just that Karmelo Anthony's $1 million bond has been reduced to $250,000 after he allegedly stabbed 17-year-old Austin Metcalf in the heart for, quote, grabbing, unquote, him. Anthony's Give Send GoFundMe campaign is currently at $415,000. That's right there is the equalizer. We have the backing. We have the money. We have the resources. And they don't like that. We're using the same law, the same system that you created. And they don't like that. So pretty much, let me just read this real quick. According to witness statements, Anthony and Metcalf were involved in a verbal dispute, and at one point, other accounts claim Metcalf beat Anthony during a fight over a girl a week earlier. So, some things you just have to kind of be, I remember, a visionary. So why would he walk up to him just out of nowhere, blah, 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 blah. Then as time goes on, they have a history. So when people ask, why would you stab him? Why he keep fucking with him? How about that? See, y'all don't even understand the history between these two. Ah, but this is alleged, I guess. Other accounts suggest Metcalf and his twin brother bullied Anthony and were physical. Oh, the plot's thickening. And what's crazy is that people that be calling Tyreek show be making great sense. Okay, and they're from Texas. They be like, how come in the world of social media, nobody has any footage of this? There's no footage of this, right? That has surfaced yet. Why is that? Maybe because it won't be in defense of the Metcalfs. Because it would appear that he would be the aggressor. I mean, if there is footage, but I just had to thought about it. Yeah, they always have footage on some when they got you dead to right, but when they're dead to right, my body cam was off. Yeah, whatever. The end result of whatever animosity these young men shared was Anthony allegedly pulling out a knife and stabbing Metcalf once in the chest. Anthony complied with, listen here, y'all. Anthony complied with officers at the scene, allegedly admitting to the stabbing and immediately asserted his actions as self-defense. And there's also articles that saying that after he was getting arrested, the officer said he allegedly, he said, no, I did. It was in self-defense. And in the same breath, he's asking, is he okay? Is he okay? That's not premeditated murder, people. Think about the mindset you're in. You just stabbed someone. You're getting hauled off in handcuffs, but your response is he okay? It don't sound like he wanted to do it. Because remember, he verbally told him, put your hands on me and see what happened. So why would he respond? People say, why would he respond in such a manner? Because they got history. Now run tell that. Huh. Anyways, people, this is a quote from social media. Why would the judge do that? Said one ex-user questioning Anthony's bond reduction. Quote, I don't understand why you would donate to a murderer. What am I missing? Quote, said one confused netizen. There is a large population who live in Fantasyland and have created a false reality in their head about what happened that day. They also think getting touched is a good reason to stab someone to death in the heart. It's not. Never underestimate how stupid people can be, said right-wing political activists. Unquote. You said a whole bunch of nothing. That was a whole bunch of senseless rhetoric. Because everybody's formulating what they think happened that day in their own head. So you living in fantasy land too. You act like you was right there underneath the bleachers or wherever the hell they was at on the tent. You just in your feels. Got him in his feeling. Check this out though. Those in favor of Anthony getting a fair trial and supporting him from the perspective that he was also a victim in the situation struck back at those already convicting Anthony in the court of public opinion. And this is why I got to read this precept before I close out. Psalm 73, verse 3 through 6. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. The same way y'all feel about Karmelo Anthony, same way we felt about Zimmerman, same way we felt about Rittenhouse, same way we felt about Daniel Petty, same way we felt about Mark Brown, same way we felt about and the one Jake that had it on the officer had his knee on his chest for damn near 8 minutes or whatever. The way y'all feel right now, same way we felt, because y'all feel like everybody was justified in all those cases. This is literally self-defense and y'all still mad. Psalm 73 and 3 through 6. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bans in their death. You mean that you don't go to jail. You're not bound. Right? But their strength is firm, which is their legal system. And the Lord giving the earth to the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24. They are not in trouble as other men. They're not. Neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. And that's all Esau is, violent. Because what was his blessing after he found out our forefather got the blessing? The Lord said, You shall live by the fatness of the earth, meaning that you're going to rule the world, and by the sword, which means you're going to bring death everywhere you go. Now you're upset the Wabbit got the gun. That was a metaphor. Anyway, he goes those counter tweets to those people who crying. Quote, he's a victim. He did nothing wrong besides defend himself. Unquote. He's not I'm sorry. No, this is one whole quote. Forgive me. He's a victim. He did nothing wrong besides defending himself. He's not a thug. He's a good kid. Stop being so damn racist. Shit like this won't happen. People are tired of whites thinking they can do. That's what it said. Whatever they want. Or they put a period after that. No wonder why I stopped. People are tired of whites thinking they can do whatever they want and say whatever they want to people, said one frustrated ex-user. Oh, yeah, this is what I read. During the hearing on Monday, reports said Anthony's defense team questioned the teen's father about his son's character. His father testified that Anthony was an A student and a captain of both his football and track. It wasn't basketball, it was football and track team. It's clear so he's the captain of the football team, and I think one of the Anthonys are like a linebacker or something. Plot thickens. And then they said allegedly they fought a week earlier over a girl. You know, women are hypergamous even in high school. Wow. Plot thickens. It's clear the defense wants to impress the fact that Anthony is no low-life hoodlum. He's a high-achieving student, which undoubtedly brings credibility to his side of the story and shows no patterns of past violent nature. Understand? So, like I say, man, he's captain of the team, football student. A student. I said football student. Captain of the team, both teams. You know, so it's like that's why you don't really hear a lot of bad coming out about him, and people actually backing him up. Think about this, y'all. You an A student. You're the captain of the track and the football team. They mean that you're well loved on that campus. So that means that Anthony had to be a hater. Not Anthony. Damn, I keep saying Anthony. Metcalf had to be a hater or something. And no disrespect to the family at all. I'm not here to say nan and boo boo. Somebody lost their child. Somebody lost a brother. You know what I'm saying? A grandson or a nephew, however you want to look at it, a cousin. A life is gone now. It could have been prevented, is what I'm saying. But looking at the situation in the cases, we don't always get a fair shake at it. Why? Because we still on these curses, being the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Even when you do right, in their eyes, you're doing wrong. Hey, what's going on? Yeah. Even to this day, that song's still here. But anyways, with that being said, I truly pray you edify, fed, stay in the spirit, don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. Kwame Allah, Shalom.